Hi there, all you Break Barrier Togethers folks out there. I've gathered a team here. We have, of course, Simon T. Bailey with
Hey
us
everyone.
today. And we have Business Operations Manager, Melissa Spencer, with us today.
Hi, everybody.
So today's kind of a special show, at least for me. I wanted to announce that I'm going to be retiring. Whoop, whoop.
What?
On May 1st.
Again.
Yes, I'm retiring again. This is the second time I've retired. This is going to be, I retire on May 1st, and then I go on a 15-day cruise through the Panama Canal with my husband from May 2nd to the middle of May. And so I didn't want to be worried about any work at all. So I'm making the announcement now.
What a life. What a life.
Yeah, I'm finally giving it up. You know, the first time I retired early from being a public school administrator. So I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I knew it was time for me to move on to something else. It was like you said, Simon, you know, you have to let go of kind of what is in order to let what wants to emerge do it. And that's great advice. So I would have never dreamed, and I would have never really had the opportunity to be a college professor, to begin to do leadership coaching and consulting with school districts across the U.S., and then to write 4 books. I mean, it's just, I never dreamed in my first retirement that I was really re-careering to do this other stuff with education. It's just been such a treat for me to have these experiences and open myself to those opportunities. But this time I'm retiring so that I can have a little more time with my family, and also I want to do some volunteer work. I've got some church and some community things that I'm really getting committed to, so that'll give me more time to do that stuff.
Well, first of all, Marceta, I want to say congratulations to you, and certainly congratulations to Larry. And both of you are getting ready to celebrate your 50th wedding anniversary.
Yes.
Very soon.
I was a child bride, you know.
I believe that.
But I want to say it's been a pleasure collaborating with you on this work, and certainly releasing Leadership Brilliance, Breaking Sound Barriers in Education would not be what it's become if you had not left your imprint on it. And so we are forever joined at the hip, even though you are refiring on a cylinder. And I'm a little jealous that you're not taking Melissa and I with you guys to the, on a cruise.
That'd be good.
No, we're certainly excited.
Well, and you and I still have a couple of things at some conferences. We've got a conference, a summer conference in Kansas at the end of May, and then we've got the National Principals Conference in July in Chicago. So we'll still be together. It's just that I won't have that day-to-day stuff, and Melissa will be coordinating all the stuff. Hand over all that too. When you want to get hold of Simon, you call Melissa.
Call me.
Well, you know, go on, Simon. People often ask me, when do you know it's time to retire or re-career or let go, as you call it? And for me, I've always known when it's time. It was because I've changed things that I did in, you know, my roles in public schools several times. And for me, it's been when I lose the kind of the fire in the belly, and I think there's something else calling me, but I don't know what it is. And sometimes it feels like I'm just jumping off a cliff, but what I've learned is that truly is when you can just let go and not be so worried about control, the universe, responds by things come up that are really exciting and put you and give you opportunities and put you in places that you'd never dream of being.
Well,
What's your experience with that, Simon? I know
you know,
you re-careered a couple of times.
I've totally have, and I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I didn't operate with the philosophy of let it go so that I could let it come. I think there are three things that you identify. Number one, you reach a place when you know in your knower that this is the time. The second thing is the stars begin to align. You begin to have inklings and hunches and happy accidents and things that you just kind of bump into.
Mm-hmm.
They say that the universe conspires with your decision to move into the direction that you're moving into. And probably the third thing, when you know that it's time, is because the moment you say yes to your future, there is a release of inner joy that money cannot buy, that money cannot pay for. And it's that inner burst of joy, which is like, for instance, when the sun is rising, if you're walking on the beach and you see the sunrise and you just know that you got to go for it. So those are all of the signs that you're moving in the right direction and that you should always take your friends with you. Just kidding. So,
Well, oh, I think that's always been very true of me, and I think that's great advice, Simon. So, Simon, let's tell people what's going to happen with our work, because we still want our work to go out there in the world, and we still want to make it available because we think it's really important and it's really the time.
Yeah. So because you and I have put a lot of hard work into giving birth to this work of leadership brilliance. Obviously, I mean that figuratively, not literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of like a 9-month project, isn't it? Or longer. So
It was.
Is it an elephant birth, a giraffe birth?
So this child of us, our work is in the early stages. It's going to continue on. We'll continue to share with you tips, tools, and techniques on how all of you can break the sound barriers in education and really become brilliant leaders. Certainly for those of you who are looking for keynotes, looking for workshops, or how do we go deeper with the work, Melissa Spencer is going to be your point of contact. She's the business operations manager for my business, and she's going to be the person that you can go to and reach out to and connect with early and often as to find out what's the latest thought leadership that we have as it relates to releasing leadership brilliance. We also are still going to be communicating in an ongoing basis via blog and certainly social media. So we'll have a presence there. And we certainly ask any questions that you have. Please, ma'am, please, sir, send those questions to us. And we'll be happy to answer those questions. Melissa, did I forget anything?
No, you got it. That's it. When we post this video, when this video goes up, guys, we'll put the contact information there so that you know how to reach me directly. And it'll be easy.
Absolutely.
And through April, we'll be talking about ways that we will continue to communicate with you. We're going to move from our Facebook page that's just about the book to Simon's website, so it will be based at some point on Simon's website himself. So, but I don't think you'll see too much difference. We're just moving some of the stuff over, and we still have all of the stuff, and you'll be meeting new people like Melissa, who can take good care of you and make sure you get just exactly the dates that you want and the product that you want, the services you want from us, because we're really still committed to wanting you to help you implement this new way of being leaders so that we really have a great experience for our students.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So thank you so much for joining us on this journey. Marceta, thank you, because this work would not be what it has become if it wasn't for your contribution. So thank you. I love both you and Larry. And it's been an honor to come alongside and to serve with you and to work with you and to truly call you, oh, brilliant one.
Thank you. It's been amazing to work with you, Simon, and I'm very proud of the work, and I know that you're going to be able to take it on and really connect with educators throughout the U.S. and the world. So
Absolutely.
you got it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Alrighty.
All right. Thanks, Melissa and Simon, and we'll still be I'll still be talking to you through April, but then whoop whoop, May 1.
Yeah, but after May 1, it'll be a message in a bottle. So.
That's right. Over the ship edge. All right. Thanks.
Bye, all.
Bye, everybody.